Ivan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Invincible. All right. There we go. What is going on, everybody? I hope we're having a good one today. Man, oh man, having technical difficulties here. Wireless headset not wanting to connect to the base station today. That's always great. What's up, Steve, Ryan, Michael, Political, Juan, Smokey, Jake, Under the Sea, Hunter F, Autumn, Craig, My Views. Let's go. Thanks for joining up this morning. Wolfspeed, right off the bat. First couple minutes, we have some drops, some red candles coming in here, down to $3.10. Maybe testing $3 here in just a moment. Jake said Hood is killing it. Yes, it is. Up to $98 on fire today. HOOD getting it done here in pre-market trading. There's a few really good pre-market runners today. Like, look at these. We have so many stocks opening up over 5%. BBAI, one that we always like to watch here on the channel, 8.6%. SoFi, nice 6% pop, even at open. Very nice continuation, above $20 a share. Watch SoFi, $20 breakout, pretty fire. Even broke the high from yesterday easily, around $19.30. Just straight up getting it done. Was a great resistance there for the breakout. Apps killing it, Steve said. APP. App loving. $358, $359 here. Very nice open for them as well. So great recoveries here. Buy a lot of these growth stocks and just really good continuations in general, I'd say. WULF is actually okay today as well. It's funny how you have WOLF, WULF. Two different ones there. Let's destroy that like button, though. It's Taco Tuesday, so let's feast. Destroy it up. The quicker we get it high, the better. Woof. 36% here. WOLF, that's a very nice hold. Like to see it holding here at $3.10 for now. This morning, we're drinking the high-quality H2O. Just some nice water. That's how we like it. Check out Mag 7 here. Pretty nice green candle by Tesla so far today. It's sitting right at $300. The rest of the Mag 7 is actually pointing a bit lower, and SPY is now break even to slightly red on the day. Oh no. Not looking very good here for the overall market. Wolf is a different story, but poor SPY out here. Dipping pretty hard. They did gap up a little bit this morning, but the downtrend is coming back in here, at least for now. I will say, whenever SPY gets down to 620 and fills that gap from this morning, that's going to probably be where we start to see some dip buyers try to buy it up. Definitely keep your eyes on 620 if we do see a nice drop here. Like we said, perfect gap fill. Would be a beauty. How is SoFi? Nice run up to $20.67. All right, I have an announcement this week for you guys. Now, it's nothing too crazy, but we do have a little bit of an announcement, something different going on here this week. So just so everybody is aware, the live event, the live Q&A will be tonight, Tuesday, July 8th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you're there. The live Q&A will be tonight. Not on Wednesday. It had to get moved this week. Just wanted everybody to be aware of that, though, so make sure you're there tonight. Set an alarm on your phone or something like that. We will be live in the Discord, in the live Q&A channel. Very nice moves by SoFi, though, continuing to push. Tesla, unfortunately, rejected $300, pointing now to the downside. Not looking good. Harsh rejection by them. They were trying to make that little opening run and just could not sustain it at all. Soundhound, again, John said. Definitely $12.80 here, 12.92%. Very nice action. New high of the day just made. Looking at the daily chart, Soundhound starting to come alive. You're right. That was actually a really nice breakout going on. Amazing breakout. Anybody getting in on any Prime Day deals? How's Amazon today? AMZN? Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Hopefully we see some good Prime numbers come out or some good headlines. Just going with Prime stuff here. Our economic calendar is pretty dry this week. FOMC minutes tomorrow, though, so that'll be interesting. Tomorrow. Good morning, Mr. Wu. Good morning, good morning. Give us that like today. Palantir's dropping, Juan said. Uh-oh. Damn, Palantir. Yep, right at a crucial resistance. Looking at that one last night, of course, and looking at it again today. The sellers restacked at 140, of course. 139.15, 139.10, pretty big stack of sellers there even. Interesting. Pretty much at the high of day. Couldn't get through, unfortunately. Maybe we could watch for more of a rejection opportunity. I do like this intraday support yesterday on Palantir around this 136.90 to like 137 range. Even like 137.22. Pretty good area of support, though. If we start to break this down, I think there could be more opportunities there, playing a reversal or rejection, whatever you want to call it. BMNR's getting ready to skyrocket, Jason said. They could be. Bitmine looks pretty fire right here, if we had to say so. Good call, Jason. Speaking of the crazy stocks today, how's Wolf? Okay. Got Wolf and Bitmine. BMNR. Green action up 12.5%. Sitting around 120. This is pretty solid resistance. The next big resistance up here is around 129.50 to 130. Going to be pretty crucial around that 130 mark with BMNR. Having a little trouble here, though. Got a little red. Coin dropped like a rock. Coinbase, Mr. Wu said. Yeah, it did. It had a pretty good pop going at open. You're right. Crazy reversal there. Give me 1 second. Come here, Wolf. Wolfspeed, fortunately, back down under $3 again. Pretty rough to see right there. Definitely not what you want to see. Trying to pop back, though. Sitting around 290. Are we going to find some support on this one? I would say if there's anywhere that I would be looking at for support, it's this $2.80 area here. Right around the high of day yesterday, there were a couple hits, even in pre-market so far today, off of 280. So that would be a pretty big level to test. Pretty big level here. Sound and SoFi are pretty good. Yeah, SoundHound. People are loving that one this morning. Who posted that one earlier? Was it you, Jeanette? Good morning, though, by the way. No, it was John. SoundHound, 12%. There we go. How's CNC doing here? Xavier said, hell yeah, this song slaps. Love it. I love this one as well. This is the one that I always sing in my head. Poor Coinbase. It's getting a little bit overextended here. What a weird pop and drop. Kind of strange. Back to SoFi, which is still making new highs of the day here on the 1-minute chart. Fire. I guess we're only 15 minutes in, but 8% so far on the run. Moderna doing the same thing as Coin. Or, oh no, you meant the same thing as SoFi. Just exploding. Oh no, you said doing its thing. Its thing. Let's see the daily. Starting to come back pretty well. I know Moderna was around some resistance recently, but as of today, it's starting to like burst through there and burst through the gap fill zone. That's pretty big right there. Pretty crucial. Yeah, bursting. That's what we... bursting. That's it. Oh. Those of you that play RuneScape should know what I'm talking about. That's for sure. Search up RuneScape bursting. You're gonna think I'm the biggest nerd. Boring day, Mason says. Man, I don't know. A lot of good action out here in the growth stock world. It sucks that Wolf had to fall off a little bit, though. Let's go back to the watch list. We have like 6 stocks on the watch list over 10%. That's pretty rare. Big Bear, 9.83%, still on the radar. BMNR, are they coming back alive? Yes, 126.35. BMNR still having some momentum here. Let's see, are we going to get a true comeback going? Man, it looks like it. All right, so now this 130 resistance is about to come into play. This will be a pretty big level here. Really need to see the market hold this. Get a good breakout. Back to SPY quickly. There we go. Coming up off the dip a little. Got to like that low of pre-market and bounced off of it. Okay. SPY seems to be recovering back. This is a pretty strange setup. I've seen this one quite often. It looks fairly bullish in my eyes, but again, very like just weird setup in general where it's just kind of flat here between this range. The smartest thing to do would be to wait for a true break of the range, but don't get caught with your pants down. RuneScape's for the OGs, Vinalt said. Haha, yes. Thinkorswim should add that into their gaming section. That would actually be funny as hell. In Palantir puts heading to 136.46. Palantir puts. You're looking for 136.46. Palantir is around some decent support from recent, but I could see it getting there. I could see it falling to where you said. Some point today. Very slow and choppy down here at the bottom as it's slowing down slightly. SPY is full of baloney, Autumn says. Autumn's itching for BMNR or for Robinhood to start BMNR options. It could take a little while. Searching it up real quick here. Wow. Apparently, if the asset has $3 billion plus in market cap at their listing, it may become optionable as early as 2 business days post-IPO, assuming all other criteria are met. There was a new NYSE rule, Rule 915, Commentary 014A. Kind of strange. Very interesting, though. Now, they can't do the accelerated path. It does say, I don't know, June 10th could have been it. Weird. We'll see when they do. 129.50, 130 coming up here. Yeah, I guess that is why Circle had him so fast. They probably met all the criteria. BMNR is slowing down at resistance, though, so just keep that in mind, guys. Getting up to 129, 130, that is a big resistance there. I'm not surprised to see it slow up a little bit. Could it break here at some point? Yeah, it could, but it is reacting a little bit right now. For sure. Someone in Discord said Hood is kind of dumping. It is dumping down right now, pretty hard. Didn't Coinbase move like that too? Would you say ASTS has calmed down after the past few weeks? ASTS has calmed down. I know because I've been watching them quite a bit. They've been starting to pull back a little bit here at the top. Definitely calming down, getting more like into this consolidation or pullback mode. I could see it pulling back kind of like the arrows I'm pointing at here. Thank you, Jeanette. Top 30 NCS songs. Yeah, there must be some situations or something like that, Juan. Autumn said NVIDIA with some laughing faces earlier. Must have missed that one. I know they, fell off a little bit here at open. 160 is a pretty big resistance they're contending with. Is Intel moving? Benny just posted up Intel in the Discord. Oh my gosh, it is. Intel is starting to look pretty good right here. Bouncing off $22. It's a pretty solid support to be bouncing off of here for Intel. That's a strong candle today. I know a lot of people have been buying up shares on this one at support in this lower range. It continues to hold time and time again. Oh, I got you, Autumn. Yeah, pretty hefty pullback, I'd say. Definitely had a weird move going on. I've noticed with that NVIDIA move and the way in which it's moving, yeah, a lot of times you get these crazy candles, kind of like what it's doing right now even. How it, like, immediately recovers back. Kind of a weird setup for sure. I really like this support here. 157.60. Yeah, not my favorite setup today though. Kind of a weird one to trade if I was to say. Going over to Tesla, trying to slowly climb back towards 300, which they rejected at pretty harshly earlier. Let's go check Coinbase again as they died off here. Wanted to see how they were looking following that sharp move down. Very strange for them today, too. Jambro said, what are your thoughts on Tesla here? I don't really love Tesla back above 300. I feel like they're going to have a lot of trouble getting back above there today. That is a sharp resistance, and it's like right where this wick started in pre-market on Monday. So I do think that this is going to be a big level for Tesla. Is it possible that it gets back above there? It is, but it's not necessarily something that I'm looking for. I'm 100% looking more at a rejection coming in. Looking at the 5-minute chart, we can see lots of touches at this level. So I'd be looking more for a rejection off there. Any thoughts on GLD? Gold falling down a little bit. I know gold's been in consolidation mode here. Yeah. Gold could consolidate for a while. You know, we just went on this massive rally with gold. Honestly, if gold went in like a 2-year flat period, I wouldn't even be surprised. Not one bit. It's pretty crazy to think about the returns on gold over the past few years. Pretty solid. I would say for like the next couple of months, I'm definitely worried that gold's going to continue to consolidate in this range. It's going to really need to prove to me that it can get up and out and through here. I'd love to just call a continuation, but man, gold's getting high. Jake said AMD gapped up, and Mason just said SPY. I guess with SPY, let's just look at Mag 7. Turning over kind of hard, testing the low of the morning. Look at Google selling off here. At the middle top right. Pretty massive. A lot of red candles there. Same with Amazon. I guess Prime Day ain't working out. Not yet. Prime Day could hurt him. It could help him. It's hard to say. Hopefully they don't come out and say that consumers aren't spending. If they come out and say that, that would definitely dampen this overall recovery here, that's for sure. Yeah, SPY testing that low of the morning. Let's see if it gets down to where the gap fills at 620. That would be a pretty good move and drop there. I bet everybody in puts would start to take profits somewhere around there. BMNR got it done. They broke 130. Oh my gosh, they did. There they go, Jason. That's what we want to see. Any news coming out? Let's see. We're always scanning here, but... Fitch said tariff war results in volatility in trade flows and exchange rates. So I guess that's something hitting right now. Other than that, I'm not seeing a ton of headlines. Make sure you're destroying that like if you're just joining up. The quicker, the better. 130 resistance here, BMNR. We'll see if it uses it as support now, but very strong this morning again. Check on Wolf. Just can't get it done here at open. It was fire in pre-market. Since the market opened, it just has not gotten green. I'm going to place a little intraday alert here at this 330 resistance. That way we can get alerted if it hits. What the hell? It's not working. Oh my god. I love it. Yeah, TradingView's not letting me do one. Gotta love that. It should be working, but sometimes when their servers, I think, are messing up, it doesn't load right or something. Let's try again. Nope. Palantir fell off. Still trying to recover back here off support. Earlier, whenever we were watching Palantir, they were in this weird consolidation phase, but they were getting right to support, and looks like they just happened to hold it. They held this same level yesterday pretty well. Unfortunate if you were shorting, but maybe some people were buying the dip too. Back to the SPY. Selling down under the low of the day. 620.50 is breaking to the downside. Watch for 620 to start to come into play where the gap fills. I do think that we could end up seeing another pop to the upside. I'm not saying all the way back up, but I do think that, you know, as SPY's dropping here, it could end up bouncing somewhere off of one of these supports, unless there is some news hitting, which I'm scanning. I'm still not seeing anything here. $620. About to touch. See if we get that pop back or not. If 620 breaks down, there is a possibility of getting towards the bottom end of the range at like 619. That would be the next big level. We can see lots of bounces close to here. All right, there we go. 620 touching as we speak. Getting a little breakdown through it. Maybe the momentum will be enough to carry it. Let's see. Hey, you watched Wall Street from the 80s with Charlie Sheen. Nice, that's a good one. That is a good one. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but that one's pretty solid. All right, little green coming in here off of 620. All right, let's see if it holds or not. There's a pretty big support. Pretty big level here. If you're shorting, I would be a little aware. Like I said earlier, this is probably where I would expect a lot of shorts to take some profits here on the downside move. Not that it can't continue, but it is something to watch for. It's a big area. Scaling out is your friend. I always like to say that. Mr. Wu said, Amazon, are they still dying? Yes, they are. 221. The sell-off is picking up even on Amazon. It's getting more accelerated. This makes me worried for SPY. Might be just breaking through this support because, I mean, this is a lot of big stocks going down, but It seems like SPY wants to hold it. You know, we're getting a couple hits here off of it. Definitely reacting right now. Let's see, Apple. 208.50. Double bottom actually holding up on Apple a little bit. I gotta say, the rest of the Mag 7 looks pretty bad, though. Mason. We might just be seeing that with how these stocks are moving. Look at Google here, making a new low of the day, touching 175. Meta is at its double bottom. We'll see if it can bounce. If Meta starts to give out here, it's going to be looking rough. Microsoft broke under the low of the day recently and looks pretty brutal too.
The ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything.
This one's dope. Sorry, I was sending a message to somebody in the Discord real quick.
But that's alright. Hush.
AAPL 208.50. Very big double bottom down here. Meta might be breaking through. Gonna have to go check out Apple here, because what are we looking like today? Crazy setup. Big red already coming back in. If it doesn't hold this range, things are gonna get nasty here for Apple and possibly even the SPY, considering how much pressure is being put on it right now. It wants to hold 620, we can see, but it's it might not be able to if Mag 7 keeps dumping like this. Holy Intel. Wow. Intel on fire right here. We could use some likes. Hell yeah, Amit. Definitely. Like it up, guys. I thought we'd be to 30 likes by now. Intel 23. We're trying to find the fun stocks out here today. Of course, not all are created equal, right? If you're out here trading like, I don't know, AMD today, it probably looks pretty boring, right? Or Nvidia. But if you're out here trading something like BMNR or something of that nature, looking a lot better. You know what else is doing pretty good today is Tilray. Tilray, of all things, you know? Tilray of all things. That's pretty hilarious. Very nice action, though. Back to the upside with Tilray. That's sitting at 55 cents. This thing halt? No, it's just slow. It's slow, but it's up 11%. Looking at the daily with Tilray, man, they are making a comeback here. There's a big resistance coming up right around like 59 cents to 60 cents that has to be on the radar here. QQQ and Spy trying so hard to hold the line, Juan said. Yeah, the Spy really wants to hold 620. It's funny. Trying hard, you're right. Fueled by Mag 7, of course. All right, has anybody been out there getting any Prime Day deals? Anything crazy going on out there? Hopefully, you guys pick up some nice stuff. We'll be buying a camp stove. There you go. Autumn got discount socks. Xavier said Tilray short squeeze. Could be. This could be a point where we're starting to see shorts cover on Tilray for sure. For sure, for sure. You know, I mean, looking at volume. Let's let the volume load up. It is picking up a little bit. Nothing too crazy, I'd say, right now. But we could be seeing a short squeeze starting to come into play. I will say Tilray has been falling in a pretty massive way lately, so it would make some sense for some shorts to start covering. Earnings coming up on July 23rd for Tilray, it looks like. Not sure if this is a confirmed date or not, but... You can get a $50 IHOP gift card for $39. Can you actually? Man, too bad I never go there. That's hilarious. Sent it and off topic. It could be a free meal. Oh my gosh. Can you only buy one per person? I feel like I would want to buy like a ton of them, man. If you bought, let's say you were willing to spend like the money to buy 100 of those. You'd be spending like $3,950. But you'd be getting like $1,000 free. I don't know. That's pretty... Yeah, pancake sounds great. Yeah, you got me thinking here, Mason. You know they do sell burgers there now. Oh, they took the one by you away? That sucks. Bank of America down 2.26 today. Kind of boring. We'll switch off that one real quick. BBAI, one of the better runners today, up 10%. Sitting around the high of day at like $8.70. Watching for like a better continuation play here. I think they're owned by like Yum or something. Let me see though. Okay, they're owned by DIN. Dine Brands Global. Let's see all their brands. Let's see. Okay. So they own... Dine Brands owns Applebee's, Fuzzy's Taco Shop, IHOP, and... Oh, no, that's it. I think those three. I don't know how many others they have, but... Yeah, Applebee's, Fuzzy's Tacos, and IHOP. I want some tacos. I know, that's what I was thinking, Mason. Like, that would have been the perfect ticker. DIN. Looking at the stock, I mean, this thing's been getting brutalized. Dine Brands having some issues. I just saw somewhere that someone drove a Lucid 750 miles without a charge, and that thing's worth $2. $2 a share right now for Lucid. Oh, you know what? Let's turn the volume off. Lucid is actually bouncing off of a pretty critical support. Wow. That is a pretty critical support here on Lucid. It's triple bottomed, actually, and seems to be moving very well off of this triple bottom. Damn. It loves this level. Now, if this level gives out, you know, you could sell out really quickly, but like, oh my gosh, guys, for like a risk-reward scenario right here, I mean, you're talking like one of the best risk-reward scenarios possible. Like, we're talking like, even if you use the lower end of this wick and you stop out at, let's say, like $1.90, $1.90. I mean, look at the target potential here. And I mean, if this does hold and end up being like a, let's say, multi-year bottom, I mean, this could end up being amazing. This has such amazing potential. Even if you've moved like your risk reward down to like a normal spot, like let's just say to the next resistance, it's still almost a 2. Lucid calendar spreads have been great lately, Xavier said. Running them up. Hog looks good. What do you think about going long? Harley Davidson? That's a tough one for me. Hog is a tough brand. It does seem overextended to the downside. Weak correlation to SPY. It's not my favorite really here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the hog setup myself. It is close to support, which is a positive for it, but, you know, they've been just in sell-off mode since like 2014, and it doesn't really seem like they're getting anything together here. I'd have to really like read about some type of like restructuring plan or something that they did. Yeah, I don't know how somebody did that, Forrest. Maybe they like did something else, or... I mean, it was posted up by Quant Data. Apparently it was like a world record. Maiden said Lucid's built different. I hope we see 750 miles there, man. Pushed it down a hill. Oh my god, I almost forgot about them. Nikola, they're still around? Oh no, they're gone. I was gonna say. Did they switch tickers, like go to the OTC market, or did they actually just go away? Holy. Yep. Pushed that vehicle down a hill, and subsequently it pushed their stock down a hill. Whoever came up with that idea is gonna get ridiculed or go down like in history as like one of the worst decisions ever made for a business. NKLAQ. Okay. Let's see. Yup, that's it. You got it. There it is. Yeah, trading for 6 cents. 0.062. It's so low that they're doing like extra cents now. Like thousandths of a cent. That's funny. My god. I feel bad for the investors who were trying to like buy it up at like these low levels and just got like royally screwed. I feel kind of bad, actually. Some people learned some valuable lessons on this one. I can guarantee you that. Down 99.95% from October of 23. And it could be worse if I went up more. Oh my god. Alright, we gotta get off of here before it corrodes my brain. Alright, let's go back to Big Bear AI. Something more normal today. How about SoFi? Trying to come back. Both Big Bear and SoFi pulled back slightly here. SPY under 620. Kind of using it as resistance now. Look at this circle. I guess I'll just point an arrow. Hang on. Trying to use it as resistance now, which could be pretty good. Steve said learning a valuable lesson with Hood and Oracle calls. Oh no. Don't bag hold, Steve. Hood's so high right now. We gonna get a breakout coming through? I don't know. Not a big fan of the overall consolidation up here. Definitely more worried about this range giving out. 100's pretty critical too. I don't think a lot of people are going to be super willing to push it past that. Give me 1 second. Sorry, messing around here in the background. Helping some people out. Tesla around 300. Let's go look at the book map real quickly here.
Like a Hellcat.
Good call the other day on JPM to the downside. There we go. Book map. 93,000 sellers at 300. What do you think about Joby? Let's go check out JPM really fast. I think Mike called that one out. Yep, that one was Mike on the nightly video. I definitely like it though too. Looking very solid today. Very nice continuation going on. Yeah, Mike even talked about it last night. Down 2.62%. JP Morgan there, 284.30. Uh-oh. Go check on Ford. Coming back a little bit today. Up 1.38%. Watching them on the daily because, you know, they were running in such a good way last week. And, you know, now they are starting to come back a bit. RX. Recursion Pharmaceuticals, they do look good on the daily. They're starting to come back really well. They've been flat and dying, but they are forming a good base, actually, coming back. Jambro said Tesla took off. Whoa, there it goes. 300 broke. Wow, we were just looking at it on the book map. Yeah, there it goes. 300 gave out. Tessie, very nice action to the upside. Sitting around 301.50 right now. That's fantastic. Tesla should go to 304, my view said. It's almost there. It's already hit 302 on like the first or second 1 minute candle here. Pretty funny. SPY with the reverse again though, right back up. That's nuts. Crazy how choppy it's been with the SPY. Every time it starts to move, it reverses. Here in the short term anyways. AMD's going high, Farhani said. Advanced money dispenser today as it comes back. It was super boring and flat there early on, but yeah, when you zoom out, it starts to look very nice today. This morning when it was in consolidation mode, it kind of sucked, but wow, we are seeing some great pops here. Once again, really helping to fuel that SPY bounce there. I will say that gap fill ended up looking pretty good. While it did break a little bit furthermore, or it broke down a little more than I expected or than I thought, still held very well in the grand scheme of things here. Very nice gap fill and move higher. Ooh, Robert. Let's go. Dubs in the chat. Love it, Robert. Love it, love it. Craig, I'm leaning a little bit more up off of this hit. All right, Robert. Let's go. Wolfspeed. Down to 2.60 right now. Pretty brutal drop. It's down to around the low of pre-market. This is a pretty big area of support, in my opinion, for Wolfspeed. We could end up seeing a bounce, a touch, a hit, something like that off of this support and a little pop back. I would be prepared for something like that here with Wolf. This is a very big level from this morning, and it's also very close to the high from yesterday, which is going to prove to be a big level for this stock to break below. If it starts to break under here, watch for the gap to fill down to 240. That would be the next big level that I watch for, $2.40. I think that would be like a 10% drop from here, which isn't terrible, 7%. Yeah, I knew it'd be something close to that. 10% would be down to like 2.33. Nonetheless, keep your eyes on Wolfspeed at this level. This could be a big support where we do start to see some bounces. If you could identify a bounce, then there could be some opportunity with it back up. Those are my thoughts on Wolfspeed at this moment. If you're looking at it more for the long term, I'm not a huge fan, if we're being honest. You know, coming off the bankruptcy and stuff, who knows? Maybe it'll just rip up. I think that there's a lot of concern and worry here for the long term, so I would be very careful with it personally, especially for the long term. Jake says Intel's greater than AMD and Nvidia combined. It might be today with the action it's getting. Oh, yeah. Hell, it's probably better than all the chip stocks combined today. 5.8%. My gosh. Just keeps it going. Look at that move on the daily. All right, hey, for those of you just now joining up and for those of you that are in the trading floor, the live Q&A that's normally on Wednesday nights is going to be tonight, Tuesday, July 8th. So set an alarm, be ready. I hope to see you there tonight. It's switching dates this week, so make sure you're there tonight. Of course, I'll have the replay afterwards, but just make sure that you're ready there. Good morning, Demure. Hope you're having a good one. How's your morning been, Demure? Anything fun yet? I'm waiting to hear something about Tesla or something like that. $300 on that breakout has been amazing. 303 coming into play. That $300 level was critical. Joquin says, why is Wolf going down? Let's see. Wolfspeed. I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad. I can't. Oh, don't you say Joaquin? Few baseball players with that name. Wolf down to 2.50. Pretty rough. Why is it going down, though? Really, it's going down because I think a lot of traders are just taking profits on it. You know, it got a little bit too crazy in the short term. It popped off in a pretty crazy way up to 3.60. And with these little pump and dumps like this, you know, there's going to be profits that be taken. And there's going to be wild moves like this on a day-by-day basis. Now, can this one still go up? I think so. Even though it's pulled back today, it's still holding yesterday's levels pretty well. If it fills the gap and really holds like the support around 2 to 240, I still think that there could be more potential tomorrow, or let's say over the next few days after it consolidates a bit. But like, let's just look at Wolfspeed objectively and be like, okay, you know, it goes through these periods of like crazy pops and then dies. And are we starting to see the death come in today? We could be. So it's definitely a fearful candle right here. That's for sure. I would say looking at their overall trend, it'd be pretty rare to have a candle like this and then continue up after the fact. If I were to cherry pick any situation at all, I would probably look at this recovery here. And I would note at this point how there was a lot of consolidation and crazy red candles, kind of like what we're seeing today. The big red candle, but the overall uptrend continued as the next few weeks went forward. So it looks like I'm drawing like mitochondria or something here. I don't know. Looks like something from science class. Okay. Never trade while tired, Mason said. Demir said, I was really tired. Woke up late and lost money, LOL. Oh, no. Yeah, try to not trade tired, that's for sure. Cleaning the whole house yesterday. Managed to sleep through my alarm. Gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty massive, isn't it? My View said, I love Tesla. It hit the 304 I called out. Awesome. Let's go, My Views. Yes. Lock it in. Love to see that. I love that you call it Tesla, too. It's kind of funny. Did Trump say that one time or something? I can't remember why people say that. Starting to turn over a little bit at 304. Maybe that was the perfect call, My Views. That's pretty awesome. He said it many times. Gotcha. Stairs up, elevator down. So true. All right, SPY just hit right at resistance again. It's moved down off of this level multiple times today. Watch for it to consolidate on this dip for a possible run, potentially. Are we going to come back and test the lows, or are we going to run from here? Let's do a quick intraday poll for those scalpers out there. Will SPY run and break 622? Or will it fall back towards 620? All right, let's see.
Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Take me in slow, breathe me in and let me go. Feeling the lungs inside you.
It's gonna move before I can type this crap out. All right, here we go. Vote up in the poll. There's 4 options today. Will SPY run and break 622, or will it fall back towards 620? We have run past 622 and break out. We have fall back towards 620 but hold. And then we have fall below 620. Or we have hold closer to 622 but no breakout. So lots of options today. Let's see what we got. SPY with a massive red candle as we said that. I'm looking at the news. I don't see anything there. Don't see anything crazy myself. Have a good day, everyone. See you later, my views. What do you think, Tom? Should I buy this V-shaped recovery? Ooh, are we looking at SPY here? Personally, I don't think it's terrible to buy up SPY down here as it gets close to this support today. It's been pretty consistently bouncing up off of this. If it starts to break under the range, maybe we could adapt down, but I personally like how it's been holding here. Not terrible today in my eyes. Could always just chop and turn over. Thin structure, Juan said. I would say very thin, yeah. Good level to buy on SoFi. Ooh, as it dips down, the top of this wick looks pretty good. Coming up close to 2016. Below that, I mean, you got to look at 20 bucks even. $20 even would probably be the main level to watch for there.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights.
Good level to buy on SoFi, yeah. I would say today $20 would be where I look. Right here, even though 2015 could be where we see the bounce, so I guess it depends how risky you want to get with it. Do you want to buy here in anticipation, or do you want to be patient and wait? probably being patient waiting is the better way to go. I like your name, though. Relatable Street. Jambro said, nice 304 call. Put a very tight stop when it touched it. Very nice, Jambro. And they're referring to Tesla, how it ran up to 304. And My Views called it earlier. Pretty badass. 17 votes in the poll. Fall below 620 is winning the vote right now. Looking at SPY, I can't blame you. It seems like it's trying to hold its ground. We're going to close this poll in just a couple minutes, though. TradingView won't load, so I'm going to pull up. Uh-oh. Oh, man, Amazon flushing. Guys, Amazon is flushing right here. Whoa. What started happening there? Not seeing anything right now. Let me go to the breaking news tabs. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Amazon Prime Day spending down 14% in the early hours. Oh, no. Oh, no. Amazon Prime Day spending down 14% in early hours. Look at the headline hitting. Prime Day spending down 14% in the early hours. We're going to pull up AMZN here on the chart. Man, flushing down below 220 now today. Brutal action to see right off the bat here with Amazon. 14% in the early hours. That seems like a pretty wide margin to be missing by, doesn't it? Are consumers that strapped? Come on, Amazon. I bought my daughter a tablet. Got her one of these Amazon tablets. Pretty cool. You know, little kid's tablet. She's so good on the phone and stuff. It's insane for a 18-month-old. Everyone's broke, Autumn says, but the economy is great, right? I love that, Autumn. Yeah, the economy's great. I still love that groceries are double the price of 2 or 3 years ago. And everything is. I don't know why they even call it Prime Day. Isn't it a week? It really is. It goes from today all the way to Friday. So yeah, it is really more like a Prime week. Yes. 100%. I agree. If you voted sub 620, you were right. Let's see what we're looking like here. Freaking TradingView's not loading. It's going nuts, I think, because of the market. Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for right now, Mason. If it breaks under 619.65, then we'll call it. But it's probably going to, considering what we're witnessing here with Microsoft and Amazon and Meta. Let's go ahead and end the poll. 22 votes. It's still trying to hold its ground, but we'll see. Man, Microsoft really poured it on there as well. That's insane, though, just to see it drop off like that. I was waiting for some Prime Day updates. We got it. That was pretty quick, though. I didn't expect to get like an update on Prime Day numbers that fast today, if I was being honest. Trump is going to be doing a cabinet meeting here. I posted up the links in Discord. He's going to be participating in a cabinet meeting. Amazon, new low of the day again, 219, broke down. That is a great breakdown there, 219. Microsoft, Tesla's trying to pop up, but kind of consolidating pretty hard here now. Let's see, I'm not really seeing too much here. Let's see. Anyone see any crazy Tesla news today? You sound like a 40-year mom with 4 kids at home. How dare you, Gengar? That's so funny. How dare you, Gengar? Come on, Daddy Trump, tank the market, Juan said. We're seeing a lot of downside action coming through here. Ryan said Gengar walked himself into a one-day mute with that one. That's right. Gonna gag him for a day. Come on now, Spy. Freaking TradingView will not load these charts today. I guess Amazon broke the system. Pretty hilarious. The fall below 620 crowd is right so far, Autumn said. My word, what's up with TradingView today? Is it doing this for anybody else? Clearly my internet works. I'm getting data on Thinkorswim. Man, Amazon starting to come back now from that low of the day. Pretty good recovery. Apple 0.4%. Let's go turn on Big Bear AI. Go back to some of the growth stocks here. BMNR, you know, they're still up 17% today. Sitting right around that 130 resistance. They broke it earlier, but traded right back down. Tessie. Still nothing since it touched 304. Said mine is okay. Now it's back above 620, of course, so ignore me. SPY. It won't load SPY. It loads everything else. Like, look, it loads Tesla. Can we load Amazon? Okay. But we go to SPY. Oh, no, now it... Okay. Freaking TradingView. $620.50 here. Of course it did at that time when I wanted to show you. But good move. You're right, it did hold, it came right back. It keeps breaking under that 620 support. And then it makes a new low of the day by like just a little bit. And then it comes right back. It's kind of hilarious today. Go check Walmart. Walmart also dropped with Amazon. It really did, yeah. That was a pretty big follow. How about Costco? They did too. I would say not as bad, but they did a little bit. I know that a few of you have heard this already a couple times today, but hey, don't forget live Q&A tonight. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central. Be ready. I hope to see you there. It's a different night than usual. We normally do them on Wednesday nights, but this week we're doing it on Tuesday. See the hashtag event information channel for more information. It's right in Discord for everybody. Once you join up, you just go to the live Q&A channel. You can hear the nice music there. That's what plays while you wait. You can turn it off if you don't like it. Pretty awesome though. Love that, love the Q&As. Hopefully you guys join up and learn some new strategies. Mike gets into some pretty advanced topics, so you'll definitely be learning quite a bit about options, and if there's nothing that you don't understand, you can always ask right away, what the hell's up with Oxy? Oh my god, Oxy today is on fire. Occidental Petroleum. Straight up crushing it. We haven't looked at crude oil in a couple of weeks. Crude hit right off the trend and traded right back down after that jump with the Middle East action a couple weeks ago. I was on vacation during that time. It was wild. Going down some water slides tomorrow. Going to Wilderness, Wisconsin Dells. Wilderness, Wisconsin Dells. What does that look like? Let's look this up. Oh, wow. It's like a big water park thing. That looks pretty cool, Mason. Dang, that place is huge. They have a golf course on there, I think. Looks like it. That's cool. Playing the Wild Rock golf course right behind it. Have to leave my house at 3 a.m. though. Oh no. 3 a.m. Holy shit. Might as well not even go to bed. I'm kidding. Wilderness is fun, Jake said. Back to SPY we go. Looking at the 1 minute chart. Good pop back up. Throwing up the Mag 7 setup here. Go check on Intel again, which is killing it. Saw Ali just posted up in Discord. 2340, 6.36%. Still continuing to go. That is fire. Heck yeah, let's go, Mason. Scalpers heaven today with SPY. Love that. All right, all right. Well, we're probably going to call the stream there. I appreciate everybody joining up today, though. It's been a pretty fun morning, I would say. I know a few of you thought that trading was a bit boring today. I feel like it's been a pretty good day myself. You know, lots of up and down opportunities on SPY. Like Mason said, technically like scalper's heaven today, which I would say is true considering all the up and down action. Of course, it's a little easier when things just go straight up or straight down, but nonetheless, you know, looking at it here, not too bad. Yeah, boring the first half hour. Yep. It was a little boring at first. We did have some stocks going, though, which was nice. You know, SoFi and others were crushing it right there, which was fun at least. We had Amazon with that news with Prime Day. They started to sell off a little bit there. So keep your eyes open for more Prime Day news. I'm definitely going to be scouring those throughout the day today as we start to see more movement coming in here. Trump says no extensions granted. What's up? No extensions will be granted past August 1st, he's saying. Okay. Yeah. They sent out the letters today, tomorrow, for the next short period of time, and then said tariffs will start being paid on August 1st, 2025. There will be no extensions granted. It's funny how Trump always says, thanks for your attention to this matter at the bottom. Like, who started putting that there? It's kind of funny. Nonetheless, hope everybody has a great day. Let's go. Hope to see you in the Discord. Have a great rest of your Taco Tuesday. Don't forget live Q&A tonight for trading floor members. If you're not yet in the trading floor, join up with the link I'm sending in the chat. Use code BIGMONEY for $100 off the yearly. It'll definitely save you some money there, but let's go. How much are we betting there's an extension? Oh my gosh. I think that it's minus 500 that there's going to be an extension, Mason. I don't know. I would say it's a given for sure. That's funny. All right, let's go. See you guys.